All right, good morning everyone and welcome back. So today we are planning yet another squid fishing mission. It is early morning at the moment and I'm planning to stay out here all day and hopefully get onto some squid. I've actually had a really bad start to the squid fishing season, so hopefully today we'll be able to turn it around. The conditions today though really aren't ideal. I'll just give you a quick look now, but you can't tell at the moment, but it is really windy and it has actually been raining all morning. There's some rain clouds over there still, so we might get rained on, but hopefully we'll be able to pull off some squid. Now, on top of the below average conditions today, the past few days have been miserable. We've had 30-knot winds, we've had downpours, a lot of rain. So I'm guessing that today the water is going to be extremely dirty. So there's going to be a few challenges we're going to face today, but I'm pretty optimistic we might be able to figure something out. We've got a fair few methods and we've actually got something which I've never tried before if worst comes to worst. So we'll start off casting around some jigs, but if worst comes to worst, we're going to throw out some beta jigs, burley up, and hopefully that might be able to get a few squid in these tough conditions. Either way, it's still going to be a good morning. Any morning you're fishing is a good morning. So let's get out there, set up the kayak and get cracking. Let's get into it. All right, let's go. All right, the water's definitely dirty, but it's not horrible. This is actually fairly surprising. The water is nowhere near as dirty as what I was picturing it to be. Like when I was first coming out here, I was expecting worst case scenario where the water was like as brown as a river and almost impossible to use squid jigs, but we're out here now and I can see the bottom quite clearly in 7 foot. Don't get me wrong, it's not like super clear, but I can see the bottom. So that's a little bit better than what I thought. We also have a tide change right now. We have a tide change turning to an incoming. So the tide is going to be pushing up and there's going to be a lot of current, but right now we have a little bit of slack. So it's probably a good time to get some jigs out and start casting around. So we'll do that. Now I do have a little bit of a game plan. So what I'm actually going to do is start off in extremely shallow water. There is a lot of wind about, so it's going to be harder to fish in the deeper water, harder to keep contact with the bottom. So we're going to start off fishing in about 6 foot of water. So very shallow, and hopefully we might be able to locate a few squid here. We will move out to the deeper water, but I have had some great success in these super shallows. Like sometimes I'll even fish just off the beach there and still catch plenty of big squid. So we'll try in the super shallows first of all. I can see the bottom, the water's clear, so we might be able to pull one of these big squid. So this rig is very simple. So we have a whiting down the bottom on a squid spike. That's actually on a snap swivel. So if this whiting gets torn up by leather jackets or even squid, we can quickly change that out. Above that, we have a small sinker just to keep the whiting in contact with the bottom, and then we probably have 1.5 meters of leader to our float. So it's a very simple rig, and we're just going to cast that back out towards the shallows. Now we can move on to our second technique. So the second technique is my favorite way to chase squid. It's pretty much like lure fishing. We're going to be casting around artificial squid jigs. So here we have my favorite one, a size 3.5 Shimano Sephia, a beautiful little jig. So let's start casting this one around, covering ground, and hopefully we'll be able to locate these squid. There we go. So we're going to constantly keep that jig moving and making it look like a fish. Bang, bang, bang. Seaweed. So that's a look at the bottom. We're fishing an extremely weedy and shallow bottom. Look at that beautiful, nice weed where the squid live and lay their eggs. We got a squid. I think we got a squid on. Oh, it just let go. We just had a squid on. We did literally just drop that below the kayak. Yeah, it's on it again. That's a squid. That is a squid. I know it is. Yep. Is he even hooked? That's the real question I have, because a lot of the times with these float rigs and these silver whiting, they don't actually get hooked. So it's going to be, yeah, he just let go. He wasn't hooked. He's on it again. There we go. We got him this time. There we go. That's what we're waiting for him to pull back like that. He let go of it again. There we go, we got him. We got him on the jig, yes. I knew he was still down there. Usually when you get them on the jigs, they're always fairly well hooked. He's not a bad squid either. Wow, the conditions definitely aren't ideal. Look at this. The rain's still coming in. We've had to cover up the front cam so it doesn't die. And wow, we've got one. See if we can get him. I definitely think he's got a follower. There we go. Got him. That is a cracker and the wind is howling. So this guy was playing with our float for a good 3 or 4 minutes and we couldn't get a hook in him, but we casted our jig out there and we got him straight away. It's a beautiful sized squid right there. There's a much bigger around, so we'll keep on fishing, but that is a great start. Conditions are horrible, but I'm still having a blast. Beautiful little squid. The sun has actually made an appearance today. It has been such a gloomy morning. It's literally been either drizzling or just completely clouded over. But this is the little jig which finally did it for us. As you can see, it's got a rainbow foil and it's actually got a flash. It's got a flash in the middle of it, so it's a very unique jig. Obviously it worked on that little squid. Hopefully it's not a fluke. We need a few more for bait. Definitely one of the reasons I'm out here. I do love chasing squid. It's one of my favorite things to do. But it just happens that these calamari are some of the best baits. It's probably the best bait money can buy. So we're pretty much killing 2 birds with 1 stone this morning, collecting bait while catching some beautiful squid. So really can't go wrong. We need to try something else. This isn't working. Well, to say it has been quiet today would be a complete and utter understatement. I've been casting around squid jigs for hours and still we have only got the 1 squid. So pretty much what that tells me is we need a massive change of plans. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We've just anchored up, so we've thrown the anchor out and we are sitting in the one spot, and what we're going to do is try burley these squid up to the kayak. I'm sitting on a drop off from about 12 to 14 foot and we've got this burley block right here. So I'm going to chuck this in this mesh bag and we're just going to feed this out with the current. So pretty much my thought process at the moment is that we are drifting way too fast. So by anchoring, obviously we're not going to be drifting. We're going to try bring the squid to us instead of going to the squid. So we're going to chuck this burley out over the side of the kayak. That's going to create a really nice trail. It's actually already making a nice trail, and hopefully this will attract the squid to us instead of us going to the squid. All right, so let's get this first silver whiting out. There we go. Yes, felt him grab that. We've got one. Wow, that took so long. Literally took so long. We've anchored up now and we've actually created a burley trail. So the burley trail is going out behind the kayak. I was expecting the silver whiting to get one, but we've actually got one casting around. That is amazing. It is so windy at the moment. Man, I'm not gonna lie at all. It has been a super tough day. We casted this morning for about 4 hours. We got out here at 7 o'clock. It is now 1:30 and this is our second squid of the day. That's how slow it's been, but whew, hopefully this is a sign of things to come. There we go, we got him. To say they've been hard work today would be a complete and utter understatement. They have been super, super difficult. Ugh. That is the second squid in 5 hours of squid fishing pretty much. And there he is. Not a huge squid by any means, but definitely a squid, and yet again on the artificial squid jig. So the silver whiting hasn't got any, but this little rainbow one has got 2 now. Man, it is so windy at the moment. It's got to be blowing like 10 to 15 knots. Somehow we managed to pull another squid off. So we've got that one float out there. I'm actually going to drift that one really far away from the kayak. I'm actually going to get a second float out. So we have another one with yet another silver whiting on there. So hopefully we double our chances with 2 baits out. So we'll float this one out the back as well. Oh, floats. That float is under pretty much. Feed it back to him. Under. Oh. Oh, is that a squid? Yes, we got one. What? That's a squid. That's a big squid. Literally, this jig was just sitting in the holder doing nothing. Oh, he just got off. There he is. He's huge. There he goes. That is huge. Literally, this was just the sleeper jig. It was just sitting in the holder doing nothing. I was just contemplating what I was going to do. I was actually about to wind up the 2 floats and have a move because we haven't had much action since that first squid. And this one is huge. Oh my goodness. It has been such a long day. It is almost 3 o'clock now and we have been out here since 7 a.m. It has been such a tough day. And I'll tell you what, we have persisted majorly. Literally casting around for hours and hours. Now we've anchored up, set out a massive burley trail and we've picked up, I think this is the 2nd squid in about an hour, so not too bad. I'll take him. Yeah, he's big. All right, that's stressful. What just happened is that camera just died. That massive battery pack ran out of energy. So that camera's died. The head cam was dead. So I had to change the battery with one hand while I was fighting the squid in the other. But we're back and he's still on somehow. I honestly don't know how we did that without losing that squid then, but here he is. He's still on for now. The current makes it very hard, but jeez, he was waiting for that. What? So close. He's big. If I wasn't anchored right now, I would have got this squid an hour ago. Oh, me, this stupid net. There we go. We got him. Wow, that took so long. Holy crap, we actually got him. He's a big squid. Let's get a look at him. He is an absolute giant. Man, we showed incredible persistence and patience for this guy. Literally have been fishing since first light, since sunrise, and bang, we eventually got it done. Look at that. That is an absolutely huge squid. But there we go. That little rainbow jig has caught every single squid today. We've had silver whiting out, but this artificial jig has done it today yet again. All right, I reckon we have one last hurrah. So no more squid around here. So what I'm gonna do is pull up the anchor and we'll try one last spot. I have a little bit more burley left. So we'll move down about 500 meters and we'll try there for a little bit more luck. That's a squid. Gotta be. I feel like it is. Yep, it is. Wow, that was like 5th cast over here. Only a little Jimmy, but definitely a squid. There we go. We got him. Oh, that was awesome. I was not expecting that at all. Literally like only a few casts here. So that right there has caught every single squid today. That is awesome. I was just moving spots. Literally I was about to go anchor in that spot, but we might just drift instead, I think. It's actually been a pretty successful trip overall. It's taken a long time, but in the past 2 hours, we've caught 3 of them now. So starting to come together. Well, I reckon I'm gonna wrap it up there. It has been a huge day. We have been out here since 7 o'clock and it is now almost 5 o'clock. So we put in a heap of effort today to catch these squid and we only managed 4. So we didn't get that dream session, that good session which we've been hoping for, but it is only a matter of time. And the most important thing is that we actually did get onto some squid. We've got some bait for some following snapper trips and we got to show off some beautiful squid which are in this area. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts below, and thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one. This is where I wish I had that big f*** off net. It's the f*** you net, that's what I need.